Well, as you know, we didn't make it. We didn't make the goal. Wasn't for the lack of trying. Just, that's hot rods for you, I guess. But that don't mean stop, you know. We're gonna keep on with this build and keep making changes till I'm happy, or I don't know, whatever. But I'm a little behind on this part of my channel, you know, and I hope these folks aren't upset because I'm just now getting to this, because believe me, it's not because I don't want to show these stickers, you know, because I much appreciate the time, effort it takes for people to send stickers to me. So I'm gonna get caught up on that right quick. Rusty Wrenches, he sent me a couple stickers. Much appreciated. Go check him out. Got some good stuff. Got Robert's Garage. He has got a fleet of vehicles. This is a Grant at Straight Six Fan. He's the guy that actually created my logo. So he's got a cool Fairmont. I mean, that thing, a Fairmont like his around here would be, well, people would be all over that. He got stuff with Cletus. He's got a lot of content. Got a pretty cool little challenge going on right now. I think it's the $350 car flip challenge. His goal is 10,000, or his goal is to make it to a $10,000 car, I believe is what it is. And he also does a live chat. Grant also does a live chat every Thursday. So yeah, that's some stickers I need to put on the bug catcher. I've been currently running the bug catcher because, well, I don't have the hold down stuff to keep it attached to the carburetor right now, but we will get these thrown on there. And I also got another gift delivered Monday, actually. A good friend of mine had this made for me for the front of the old Impala here. So I'd like to thank Larry for taking the time out to have this tag made. And it's funny enough, that truck behind me used to belong to Larry, and the motor that's in this car used to be in that truck. So that's kind of, and then he's delivered all kinds of doodads from his shop that he doesn't need. Actually going to show you a couple of doodads that he brought me last weekend that I straight put to use, because, you know, like I said, I did not like the exhaust that was on this car. It sounded terrible, and really those mufflers are just enough muffler so you can, you know, be in compliance with some circle track rules. So take a look down there, that 3" 90. Nope, that's not a Nerf bar or a rock slider. That is coming off that header. So I got it all tacked up. No muffler on this one yet. I just went and picked it up today. But like I was saying in other videos, that's how X-frame, X-chassis car exhaust is ran. So I wanted it to sound like something other than Hillbilly Bob's Farmall with no muffler. So, but I'm gonna jump on getting this final tacked, make sure it's where I want it, get some hangers on the mufflers, and get this stuff welded up today, because tomorrow evening I'm gonna jump on doing all the front drive accessories and the water pump. Because Saturday I would love to take this thing for a drive and, you know, fingers crossed, take it out and be able to enjoy it a little more than just a couple miles up the road. But let's get this exhaust knocked out. I'm gonna start it up and see what she sounds like now. Hang in there, I'll be right back. Alrighty, well, as you already realize, we did not make the goal that I set. The goal that I set for the car, us, what have you. But I'm not gonna stop
working on this thing. Down here at about 9 last night. Today is Friday, day of the show, so I fully missed it. And they said it was like one of the biggest turnouts, so go figure. But just an example, this is still some of the things that's left to do. Like still yet. Cooling system, finish the exhaust, check the timing. I need to put some light bulbs in my gauges and hook the voltmeter up. I got a headlight falling out. Battery's not held down in any way, shape, or form. I found my brake line leak, so I need to tighten the brake line. It's over on the driver's side at the junction block. Bleed the brakes, put my center caps on. It is super windy today. The bumper support bars are like broken off or whatever and hanging down. I got wires hanging down. The fender extension's missing on the passenger on the fender extension's missing on the passenger side. I still have to do something about the giant holes in the floor. I got a new seat. I don't know if I showed that or not. I need to bolt that down. I can't see out the windows. I don't have any mirrors. Probably should check the tire pressure, that one shock nut, re-grease the front end and the U-joint, put the glove box in, and the throttle rod is terrible. One, it hits the firewall. Two, the bushing is so soft the throttle rod gives, so I might have 3/4 throttle. I don't know. But we have 3-inch exhaust that runs out just like it's supposed to, and then down the car. So that's how it is on both sides. I have the mufflers, you know, mocked up. I need to put hangers on those. And to call that done, it sounds so much better. Probably put a little, like a 1-foot extension and a turn down on it, because probably kind of droney in the car or whatever. You know, this is a family rig here, so I've got to make it family friendly. I gotta start digging, because it's supposed to get in the 40s again this evening, which is typical because I want to be down here working. I'm going to get to it, finish the exhaust, and then I'm jumping straight into this cooling system, and I'll set the camera up for that, and you can watch me struggle and whatnot. So stay tuned. All right, I about forgot to get the camera out for this, but you didn't miss much. I'll be sure to keep all these parts together, because never know, may need them one day. But by then I'll probably forgot where I hit them. I don't know why I'm scraping gaskets. These little 3M nylon bristle doodads are not cheap, but they will not hurt the surface of even aluminum. Go ahead and get this crank really bolt out. Guess I need all that. Wasn't too bad. I can't remember if the balancer crank pulley is held on by that too or not. So let's get that out of the way.
I feel like this bracket probably goes on the pump. It looks like these spacers have been on the back side. But where does all these long bolts go? Clearly that's an Allen. Alternator goes through here. I feel like this bolts to the water pump right there. Now I could be missing some bolts, so that would make things complicated. So I'm just kind of winging it. I did download the instructions, but let's just see if we can figure it out. He may have also had power steering or something else going on. I'm gonna leave that like it is. I have not a single clue. They seem awful long to me. I could have swore I had 4 of these. There's a headlight adjuster. These are the two. These are the two I cleaned off. And then there was this guy, which that probably goes alternator. These two were rusty, so they've been in a water jacket. Man, that looks like a. Maybe not. Maybe it is right. Alright, so I gotta take this bracket back off because I can't get to the lower pump hole. Probably can like that. That there. It actually irritates me to have hex bolts and regular bolts. Like I feel like this side should have hex bolts too. Alright, so let's go back to put this on. The alternator fits in that slot. This should be bolted to that. Well, I tell you, that's some lipstick on a pig right there. Boy, that is fancy. Fancy. See, this is a 45-inch belt. Maybe 45 and a half. Only difference is a 6 groove, that's a 5 groove. How ironic was that? The belts are the same size. It's even got a fancy Napa micro V belt. Although the truck this came off of was top notch. It had I think he told me it had a 512 cubic inch big block in it, something.
tall deck 427 deal. Well, I tell you. Keep losing. Daggum show car. Alright, I'm going to replace the hose clamps on this bottom hose because they kind of sucked. I got to put some plugs in here. I have some somewhere. Now, I forgot to buy the bypass hose that goes from here to here. So we'll just see how it does without it. If I see any more goofy cooling stuff going on, then I'll add it in there. And I gotta pull that top hose, get the thermostat out. Actually, I don't have to pull the top. Look at these stupid bolts. These things are 5/16 18 thread with a 10mm wrench head. I have no idea where they came from. They just happen to match, be the right length. Some Chinese junk, I guess. That's a water restrictor. I'm hoping that was my issue. Oh yeah, this thermostat gasket, it's a Felpro. I've had it for like 15 years. This is the third vehicle I've used it on. I like this air filter. Had it for about 20 years. It was originally bought for my Camaro. A lot of this, well, not a lot of it. Several pieces that I have, I originally obtained for that car. And then when I sold that car, I built the brown K10. It was a K10, then it was K20, and then K30. And went to K30, the last build. Alright, let me grab some new hose clamps and a hose. Instead of these old rusty ones. Somebody's qualifying out there on the highway. wondering why this looks orange, it's not because it's muddy. I had a bottle of water wetter in the cabinet that I'd never used. And it's supposed to drop temperatures. But whether it works or not, I have no idea. I know don't get it on the paint. I mean, not this paint, but if you have something you love. These funnels are amazing, by the way. If I've not said that before. It'll definitely puke some air out of the cooling system. Alright, I'm going to piddle around with the rest of this. Camera's dying, memory card's full, so I'm going to shut it down right here, and then I'll just jump back in because it's really just odds and ends. So if I run into anything interesting, I'll snatch this thing back out. But hopefully the next thing you see is an actual drive with, I'm hoping this thing runs cool. So fingers crossed. Pray to the hot rod gods, whatever we have to do here. Hang tight, see you shortly. Alright, I didn't get any more footage of talking about the changing of the thermostat or if it helped or hurt, but it definitely didn't fix the problem. It helped the problem. I could ride about 15-20 minutes before it hit 210, 215. Couldn't beat on it at all. So, and it would hit 220. I ended up trying a 160 thermostat and it was way worse. It got 230 pretty quick. I was kind of concerned about even making it home, so I had to stop and let the car cool with that one. But tried this thermostat, tried some water wetter made by Redline. That didn't do nothing for it. So at this point I pretty much just decided that, you know, it has to be the radiator. I mean, it's a whole lot more cast iron to cool than what it was designed for, and it wasn't exactly the cleanest on the inside. So at this point decided it's the radiator. So hang in there, and we'll see if we can get the radiator swapped out in the next video. Thanks for watching Left 4 Dead Garage.